Many travelers are still being stopped at TSA checkpoints in 2025 for one unexpected reason. Their medications are packed incorrectly, even though the rules for flying with medicines are clearer than ever. This video is for travelers who rely on daily prescriptions, carry liquid medications, use temperature-sensitive treatments, or fly with controlled substances. By the end, you will know the updated TSA expectations for 2025 and the 7 packing mistakes that continue to trigger delays, secondary inspections, and complications at both security and customs. Subscribe for more essential travel updates, and let's begin. Chapter 1. Understanding TSA medication rules in 2025. TSA has clarified how medications must be presented during screening, and the updates becoming widely enforced in 2025 focus on transparency, organization, and clear communication with officers. Solid medications such as tablets, capsules, and vitamins remain fully allowed in both carry-on and checked baggage. They can be packed in pill organizers or non-original containers, although original prescription labels remain the simplest way to avoid additional questions. Liquid medications have distinct handling procedures. Medically necessary liquids, gels, and aerosols such as cough syrup, eye drops, inhalation solutions, and topical treatments can exceed the standard 3.4-ounce limit. TSA allows them in reasonable quantities for the trip, but passengers must remove these items from carry-ons and declare them to the officer. They do not need to fit inside the regular quart-sized liquids bag, but presenting them in a clear pouch helps streamline screening. Screening officers may need to conduct additional checks, such as testing liquid medications or examining cooling devices. These procedures are routine and focus solely on safety rather than questioning the legitimacy of a traveler's medical condition. The goal is to maintain security efficiency, and organized, clearly presented medications pass through much more quickly. Chapter 2. Mistake 1. Improper handling of liquid medications. A major mistake travelers continue to make is packing liquid medications as if they were standard toiletries. Unlike shampoo or lotion, medically necessary liquids are exempt from the 3.4-ounce limit, but only when declared and presented properly. Many travelers bury these bottles in their luggage, causing them to resemble regular liquids on the X-ray. This leads to bag checks, delays, and confusion. Liquid medications should be removed from carry-on bags at the start of screening. They should be placed separately so officers can identify them quickly. While TSA does not require them to be inside a quart-sized bag, using a transparent pouch makes the process easier for both the traveler and the officer. When items are visible and clearly medical in nature, they undergo less scrutiny. Declaring liquid medications verbally and presenting them openly remains the simplest way to avoid questions. Travelers who fail to do so often face extended inspections because officers must confirm that the liquids fall under the medically necessary exemption. Organized presentation prevents these delays and ensures smooth passage through the checkpoint. Chapter 3. Mistake 2. Scattering medications throughout luggage. Another frequent issue is packing medications loosely across multiple compartments in a bag. When officers cannot immediately identify medication containers, the entire bag may require a full manual inspection. This slows down screening and can also increase the risk of losing items during the process. TSA encourages passengers to keep medications consolidated in one easily accessible location. Pill organizers, labeled pouches, and transparent bags all help officers quickly assess what a traveler is carrying. Even though original containers are not required, unlabeled pills scattered in pockets or wrapped in unmarked containers tend to trigger secondary inspections. Keeping all medications together also benefits the traveler during the journey. When boarding, transferring flights, or taking mid-flight doses, organized access prevents stress and reduces the chance that important medications are misplaced or left behind. Clear organization reflects the traveler's preparedness and improves the experience at every stage of the trip. Chapter 4. Mistake 3. Traveling without prescription. Documentation. Prescription bottles alone are often insufficient during international travel. While TSA screening does not require a prescription copy, many foreign customs agencies do. Some countries enforce strict rules regarding the import of medications that are common in the United States. Without proper documentation, travelers may face delays, confiscation, or restrictions on entry. A printed prescription or a physician's letter remains one of the most effective ways to prevent complications. The letter should describe the medication name, dosage, purpose, and necessity for uninterrupted treatment. Many countries also require documentation for medications that fall under controlled substance regulations. Carrying a copy of the prescription helps in numerous situations. It reassures customs officials, supports explanations during random inspections, and ensures that travelers can verify the legitimacy of their medications if questioned. This documentation is particularly important for extended trips, complex treatment plans, and international itineraries with multiple border crossings. Chapter 5. Mistake 4. Mismanaging refrigerated or temperature-sensitive medications. Travelers using medications such as insulin, injectables, and biologics must take special care to pack them properly. TSA allows ice packs, gel packs, frozen items, and insulated containers when used for medical purposes. Medically necessary gel packs are permitted even if partially melted or slushy, but travelers must declare them so officers understand their purpose. Many travelers mistakenly hide cooling packs deep inside their bag or fail to notify officers in advance. When officers encounter insulated containers unexpectedly, they must open and verify the items, which can take additional time. Declaring refrigerated medications early and presenting cooling devices separately makes the process much smoother. Temperature control is also essential throughout the travel day. Long layovers, warm cabins, and extended boarding delays can compromise medication quality. Planning ahead with spare gel packs, insulated cases, or airline assistance ensures that medications maintain proper temperature throughout the journey. Chapter 6. Mistake 5. Confusion over medication schedules. Across time zones. A frequent but overlooked challenge is managing consistent medication timing while crossing time zones. Travelers often mix home time, local time, and flight time without a clear plan, leading to missed or doubled doses. Medications that rely on strict intervals can lose effectiveness or cause issues when schedules shift abruptly. Creating a written schedule that aligns doses to the destination time zone is the simplest way to maintain consistency. Digital reminders on phones or travel health apps can reduce confusion and ensure accuracy. Long-haul flights, overnight connections, and jet lag all complicate timing, making advanced preparation essential. Pill organizers assist with daily routines, but they must be easy to present during screening if officers need to examine them. Since TSA allows medications in organizers or non-original containers, travelers should feel comfortable using whatever system keeps them organized, as long as they can identify each medication if asked. Chapter 7. Mistake 6. Overlooking airline policies and onboard medical needs. While TSA governs checkpoint screening, airlines control what happens once the traveler boards. Many passengers assume TSA rules apply universally, but airlines have their own guidelines for storage, refrigeration, medical sharps, and in-flight assistance. Travelers who require specific accommodations should contact the airline in advance. This includes requests for additional cabin space to store insulated medication kits, assistance handling injections, or support for traveling with larger quantities of medical supplies. Early communication prevents issues at the gate and ensures that cabin crew are prepared. Airlines may require that sharp objects such as syringes or injection pens be stored safely and declared. They may also have policies regarding the use of dry ice or battery-powered medical coolers. Understanding both TSA and airline procedures ensures a seamless experience from the checkpoint to the aircraft cabin. Chapter 8. Mistake 7. Carrying too little or too much medication. Running out of medication mid-trip is one of the easiest problems to prevent, yet it remains common. Travel delays, lost luggage, extended stays, and missed connections can all extend a trip unexpectedly. Bringing enough medication for the full duration of the itinerary plus several extra days ensures continuity of treatment. At the same time, travelers must be mindful of customs rules in their destination country. Many nations limit the quantity of certain medications, particularly controlled substances such as ADHD treatments, opioid pain medications, and anti-anxiety drugs. Some countries require import permits, advance declarations, or physician documentation for even small supplies. A balanced approach works best. Keeping the main supply in a carry-on prevents loss if checked baggage is delayed. A small backup supply in a personal item provides redundancy. Clear labeling and documentation further reduce questions during customs inspections. Chapter 9. Controlled substances and international regulations. Controlled substances require special attention during travel. Medications routinely prescribed in the United States may be restricted or completely prohibited in other countries. Regulations vary widely, and failure to comply can result in confiscation or delays at customs. Travelers should verify the status of their medications with the embassy or health authority of their destination. Some nations allow controlled medications only with a permit. Others require a doctor's letter, a translated prescription, or registration with national health agencies before arrival. Within the United States, agencies such as the Drug Enforcement Administration and the Food and Drug Administration regulate controlled substances, while Customs and Border Protection enforces import rules at ports of entry. Travelers returning to the country should carry documentation and limit quantities to personal use to avoid complications. Understanding the differences between TSA screening, airline requirements, U.S. customs regulations, and foreign drug laws helps avoid problems at every stage of the journey. Chapter 10. Technology for managing medications. While traveling, digital tools make medication management significantly easier during international and multi-segment travel days. Travel health apps allow users to store prescription images, doctor's notes, medical histories, and emergency contacts securely on their devices. These documents can be shown at TSA, airline counters, or customs inspections when clarification is needed. Many apps also provide automatic time zone adjustments for dosing reminders. This helps travelers avoid skipped doses and maintain consistent treatment when crossing multiple time zones. For travelers carrying controlled substances or refrigerated medications, apps with legal reference libraries can help verify whether a medication is restricted in specific countries. Technology is not a replacement for proper packing, but it enhances organization and supports smooth communication with officials when questions arise. Chapter 11. Packaging and labeling. Expectations for 2025. Medication. Packaging plays a major role in how quickly travelers pass through security. TSA does not require medications to be in original pharmacy containers, but clear labeling simplifies inspection. Original packaging shows the medication name, prescription details, and dosing instructions, making it easier for officers to understand the contents. Over-the-counter medications benefit from original packaging as well because it displays ingredients and intended use. When passengers transfer pills into unmarked containers, officers must spend more time verifying the identity of the medication, which can delay screening. Blister packs should remain intact when possible because printing on the pack helps identify the medication. For travelers who rely on organizers to manage complex routines, carrying a printed list of medications assists in answering questions quickly and reduces the chance of misinterpretation. Chapter 12. Keeping medications accessible throughout the trip. After clearing TSA, travelers must continue to keep their medications within easy reach. Placing medications in the overhead bin or a checked bag can create problems if access is needed during the flight or if the bag must be gate-checked. The safest approach is storing medications inside a personal item that remains with the traveler at all times. Quick access is also important during tight connections, unexpected delays, or customs inspections. Travelers who pack medications deep inside their luggage may struggle to retrieve them when asked for verification. Keeping medications consolidated in a visible and well-organized pouch reduces stress and prevents accidental loss. The principle is simple. Medications should be treated as essential items and stored where they can be accessed immediately, regardless of changes in flight operations or airport procedures. Traveling with medications in 2025 is fully manageable when the rules are understood and common mistakes are avoided. Clear organization, proper documentation, informed packing, and awareness of both TSA and international requirements ensure a smoother journey from security to destination. Subscribe for more essential travel guidance and share in the comments any medication-related travel questions you want covered next. Safe travels.